Tosh. How you doing?
I'm good.
You spoke about speaking of getting into that third gear, and yesterday there was a moment in practice where you leaned over and you like, I'm fucking tired. I'm fucking exhausted. I remember that. I remember seeing that. But today, especially like, your first 4 days, it was really about defense. But today you seem really aggressive on the offensive end, getting to the basket. Just talk about the energy, what it was like today versus yesterday. What was it like today versus yesterday?
Man, this has been one of the hardest training camps that I've been through, but in a very intentional, we want to be great. We want to run this shit back. We want to win a championship, and winning the championship is hard. So yesterday I was exhausted after a few defensive drills. We've been focusing on the defense because it is going to create so much of our offense, but today was a more offensive, get our sets in, understand what actions we're looking for, what people we're looking for within our offense, and that was really nice for me today. I've been really passive the last 3 days, so a focus point for me today was just being more aggressive, knowing that if I score early, then everything that I want to do, which is pass first and find our franchise players, that will come very easy if I go and be aggressive to start the game with.
Awesome. And then my last one for you, because I didn't get a response from her. Why are you Sabrina's favorite teammate and MJ's
You know
favorite
what?
teammate?
I'm gonna say it myself. I'm annoying as fuck. Like, I'm gonna walk in, whether you want to talk to me or not, I'm gonna talk. If this glass wanted to talk to me behind me, I would. But no, that's just the teammate I am. I love pouring in the teammates, especially my more reserved teammates that tend to be quiet. But Sab's not quiet, y'all. She has y'all food. She has y'all food. In that locker room, she be talking big shit. Big shit. And we love it. But I'm really just happy to be here. We have a really good group. We have a group that really enjoys being around each other. And that's a part of this, right? It's not just the games and winning and championships. Like, you want to enjoy the people that you're around, and that's what truly makes it special.
And on a personal level, I just want to personally thank you, Tosh, because that first day that I came into training camp, on a more human level, on a personal level, I wasn't having a great day. I came in with a bad energy.
That makes me so happy.
I came in and I was over there and I just heard your voice and I was just like, oh my God. And just seeing you and how you welcome me, I appreciate that so much. So I just want to just personally say thank you for everything.
I appreciate you for letting me know that. Sometimes being a giver of energy can be a very thankless job, and it's very I go home and I'm drained because that's my job, is to give people my energy. So if it changes one person's day, that has always been my win.
You changing a lot of people's days. Without them having to say, you changing a lot of people's days. And I know when you pour into a lot of people.
Thank you for giving me my flowers.
I had to. So I just want to say thank you and appreciate you for everything. All right.
You have let's get my bad, y'all.
No, you're good. I love the energy. All right, Tosh, I mean, this is my first time in practice, so, just getting to see that you seem to have found a voice and a way to integrate your leadership style. Was that something that you felt was important for you to do coming into a new team, or maybe even this team specifically?
Yeah, it's definitely a thin line because, I'm still learning. And I think that's an accountability piece of myself, is knowing that I came to an organization that was already great, that is coming off being a championship team. So as much as I can acclimate and adjust while also keeping parts of me within there, is what I was brought here to do. So you're still going to see my crazy leadership. Sorry, hit your phone. Still going to see my crazy leadership energy. When I need to speak, I will. But there's also a piece that I'm a sponge right now too. This is a different offense that I'm used to. It's a different defensive principles that I'm used to. So this is also challenging for me as a 10-year vet of just learning something new. And again, trying to just implement myself into a system that was already functioning.
I think one of the things that New York really leaned into last year was the versatility.
Yeah.
And with you coming into the fold, MJ coming back, it seems like you get a little bit even more of that in the backcourt in particular.
Absolutely.
What do you see as the opportunities there, and what are the challenges, but in a positive way? What are the foundational pieces that you're trying to build as you go through training camp?
Who y'all gonna guard? That's what we have to work with. Our team is so versatile. Our benches, we have a deep bench as well. On both sides of the floor, that versatility and that depth is going to add something different to this organization this year, something exciting. You have a lot of guards that are willing to get up and press full court and disrupt things on the defensive end. And then you have so many weapons on the offensive end once we come back at you. So the fun part about this offense is it's a positionless offense. The ball is always going to find the right person, but that is also the challenge, is with adding new pieces in, new players in. It's still learning chemistry. They've made minor tweaks to what they were doing last year, so even the vets that are coming back in the core are still learning in the process. So we are really ahead of where we should be day 5, but it's that chemistry and that culture that we have that's really going to carry us through some of those moments where we don't necessarily have clarity or we're still learning and going through the learning curves of it.
I wonder, like, I don't know, homework from Sandy, things to watch from last 2 years, or have you played against Liberty enough to kind of know what you want to bring to the table?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I've played against the Liberty while also coming in. I'm a question-based person, so everything that they say, like for me, it has to make sense to me. So I ask a bunch of questions around it just for clarifying pieces. But for me, the fun part about it, again, is coming in, is learning Stewie and JJ and Sab and what they like to do, what MJ likes to do, and then implementing myself in there as well. So I'm going to continue to study. I just asked for a playbook today because as a point guard, I love to be thorough. So I don't want to only know what my position is. I want to know where everyone's supposed to be on the court, the nuances of the offense, the options to if they play it a certain way. And once I start to retain that, I'll be better at handling the offense too. So that's my main goal right now, is just being able to run our offense with fluidity and knowing it like the back of my hand.
And I know it's not exactly apples to apples, but did maybe playing with Diana last year give you a sort of roadmap on playing with Sabrina, just in terms of, you know, the long distance three-point shooting, maybe guard-to-guard stuff?
Absolutely. The caliber shooters they are. What I loved about playing with DT and Sab is that I get to take a little bit of weight off of their shoulders by being able to get into the paint, engaging two, and then finding them as they're moving and creating easy shots for them. So DT also prepared me from a different perspective. How she prepared is very much how everyone here prepares. It's a very top-tier professionalism. Everything is the main thing, keeping basketball the main concern, the main goal, the main focus, and so that's refreshing to come into. So that DT definitely prepared me for a lot.
You talk about being a sponge as a point guard here. Obviously, there's no real game action yet.
Yeah.
But where do you feel like you're at in terms of timing with the bigs on screens and you're setting screens, trying to hit people when they're cutting? Where do you feel like you're at?
If I'm going to be honest, I'm playing a little too fast right now. We're focused on third gear and getting out and beating teams because our defense is going to be so good and disruptive that we're in third gear first. My throttle down is what I'm working on right now is, okay, if we don't have anything in the open court, let's throttle it down, take a minute, take a beat, and get into something. Again, all those weapons that we have on offense, we don't have to rush, we don't have to do anything, we just have to make simple reads. But that chemistry, learning each other as teammates, that is what all will help that be smoother. But I'm proud of myself for where I am too. I'm always going to be critical of myself more than anyone else. So I really want to learn both of these schemes, defensively and offensively, within like the next week or so. So that's my challenge to me. I give myself like a B+. Defensively, I'm great. Offensively, I just need to kind of take a beat, take a breath, and let us get into shit.
I think,
Yes, appreciate it. We've been on some really good scenes for you this team. So Sandy and Sab always talk about spacing, JJ, Stewie. Where do you rank this team in terms of the ones you played with? The spacing of this Liberty team?
This would be the most closest team to my Washington team when we won in 2019. Again, so many weapons. Who are you going to guard? We played with space. It left us open to drive, but also then if they closed in the spray out to open shooters, and the ball just has the way of finding the right player at the right time. So I'm excited to play with this offense. I'm excited that we play positionless basketball. I'm excited that we play with the spacing of what our NBA counterparts have. I think that's where our game is going to in the W. So to be one of the first teams really like buying into that offense and doing it really well, I'm excited to be a part of it. Thank you.